Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
Hi, everyone. Health. Good health, everyone. How are you doing? Make sure I got the right channel up. Sometimes I post the wrong channel, but how is everyone doing? Let me see what anybody sent for me today. Oh my God, I can't stand everyone. All right. How is everyone doing today? I'll put this aside for now. It's my tarot basket, which I love. I never thought about putting my tarot cards in a basket, but I love it now. Hi, Jenny G. How are you all? Good health and grand rising. Oh, I didn't bring my water. Damn it. Hey, hey, hey. Yes, I saw a post about it being canceled. Mm, that's a predicted it for you, isn't it? I don't think it's canceled. When I went to the post again this morning, they were forced to take it down. So I'm just doing it so somebody could force me to take mine down. I'm just doing it for attention. Good health, everyone. I was excited for Real Housewives. Oh, ciao. We thought it was messy when Nene was around. Portia's personal problems and Kenya's personal issues is taking it to new heights at that of Kilimanjaro in Africa. It's taking it to heights, to the mountains, the highest mountain. Is Kilimanjaro still the highest mountain in the world? Let me see. What is the highest mountain in the world? You're saying Mount Everest. I never heard that before. Mount Everest is the highest in the world? Let me check this out. The seven tallest mountains. They mentioned Everest first. I never heard that before. All my life. Has anybody ever heard that before? In fact, Kilimanjaro is listed fourth. Hmm. All right. Apparently, it's not the highest. Apparently, it's Mount Everest here in America. All right. I'm sure somebody. And then there's another one called K2, which sounds like it's in Japan. It's a mountain in Asia. Interesting. All right. I guess over the years, there's been some geological discoveries. Oh, I can't. I got to put powder on my hand. Um, Hi, Stephen. Yes, I've been taught in school about Mount Everest being the tallest of them all. Yeah, I just learned today. That's crazy to me. Hi, Stephen. Hi, soul sister. How are you? That gray looks so pretty. Today. I love it's a greenish gray. Hi, Tracy. I'm glad I'm not late. No, you're not late. Hello, all. Hi, Tiffany. Good health, everyone. Hi, Millicent. Hi, Noel. Um, Senna. Marlene. How are you, sweetie? So, we're going to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta and how it could be canceled. Could it be shortened? I'm hearing the newbies really don't give a F about the show. The newbies are good. The show stays, it stays, it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm hearing they don't really care. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure they're like, oh, 10 o'clock call time. I'll be there at 12. I feel like they're saying that. I also think Britney has a lawsuit against Bravo producers. I don't know who it is. True TV, Endemo. I don't know which one. But this Bravo has too many lawsuits. What do you think? Bravo has too many lawsuits. So if Real Housewives of Atlanta ain't canceled, maybe Bravo needs to be canceled because Bravo's just court is for washing. Bravo's just not learning their lessons. Do you understand? They're not learning their lessons, and I think as long as they keep Andy, they will never learn their lessons. As long as they keep Andy Cohen. Hi, Miss Mom G. I never see you in the mornings. How are you? So I don't know, guys. All right, let's take a look. Oh wait, before we take a look, let me see what Google News has to say. All right, Google News. Oh, that's right. I keep doing it the wrong way. Google News. People have resigned from Netanyahu's uh, cabinet of war, and so the cabinet of war department has been dissolved. That should say a lot, Netanyahu, that people just don't like you. Let me read it real quick. Nobody likes him. Netanyahu disbands his war cabinet after two of its five members quit. Listen, I would never be on the wrong side of history. Never. And this right here is on the wrong side of history. So, those that resigned, good for you. Good for you, because this is ridiculous. All right. I'm happy that this is something that two people have decided. And by making that decision, he had to dissolve his wartime cabinet. What a little bitch. There's a heat wave from from before Illinois. Funny, Florida's not having such a heat wave. In any case, there's a heat wave, guys. How's Florida doing since the flooding a few days ago? Are you guys okay? How you doing, Florida? All right. Ah. All right. So Kate showed up looking gorgeous, not frail, not cancer, not chemotherapy looking, stunning. Somebody said in my post, like she's been in a spa for 6 months. Somebody said in my feed, she was gone for 6 months, so that would handle a pregnancy if she was pregnant. Somebody else said in my feed that this was domestic violence and it took this much time to heal from a battery. I initially said it was both. I was like, she got pregnant, he beat the crap out of her, yada, yada, boom, boom, boom. But I literally thought that she would not be alive. However, if you did not check out my reading yesterday on Kate Middleton, it doesn't look like she has a lot of time, that the monarchy needed her. And Charles doesn't like to share the spotlight. So they may unalive her yet. William and Kate look like they don't like each other. So they were standing there like an uncouple. Which I thought was weird. They don't like each other. So he's also a very jealous man. So now that Kate has shown to be much more popular than they ever thought she could be as a commoner, I don't know. We get two men that are fuming within themselves. Also Camilla, right? Also Camilla, because they both wore white yesterday. I thought that was interesting. You didn't notice how they both wore white? One wore a stark white, and the other one wore a creamy white. That sounded like competition to me. Last year she wore green. So what's this virtuous white they're both wearing? Because no one wanted Kate to stand out like an angel. That's why Camilla wore white. Hi, Incognito. So, hi, Lisa Stanford. Good health to you both. Good health, good health. So, I did a reading on it yesterday. Let me see if I can post it so you guys can have it. Shocking. Shocking details. Shocking. Um, Share, copy. Shocking. When I tell you this was shocking. So go check it out and spread the news because something is not wrong. I mean, something is wrong. I put it in the feed so you can just press on the link, but this is the link for the video for those of you that's not in a comment screen right now. When I get off, I'll do it again. 3 different cards. And in all 3, the tower showed up. Now you tell me what's wrong with that. 3 different cards. All 3, the tower showed up. Tell me what's wrong with that picture. 78 cards. 78 cards. In each deck, they're all tarot decks. How does the tower show up 3 times and there not be a problem? I don't know. I'm just the psychic. I don't know. Weird. All right. Very hot in here. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to do Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't believe it's canceled, right? I don't believe they can afford to cancel it, right? Because I think money has already been paid out. So I feel like they need to recoup some monies from this show regardless. But seriously, I want to know who the sponsors are for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, is it L'Oreal? Is it Macy's? Like, who are the sponsors, right? Do they have commercials? Who are the sponsors? Because this is ridiculous. Like, the violence is ridiculous. Is Real Housewives of Atlanta canceled? Please, God, talk to me about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Real Housewives of Atlanta are your children. They are your love. They are your beloved. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. First caught up is walking away. First caught up is walking away. Um, which is crossing a family. So somebody is walking away from the Bravo family. The star card. The star card. I don't know who technically is the star of this bitch. I don't know if it's Portia, because Portia's so ignorant, she can't represent the star that I look to. Someone familiar. So Ace of Wands is something new. They have to think fast. They have to move in a direction they didn't want to. It is failing. I don't have enough cards here. Uh, a judgment will be made on something. Could I not have enough cards here? Final outcome is someone is going to make the decision. So, hmm. You know, I'm going to say it this way. I do feel like the plug can be pulled. I do. I think that they're going to finish it. And I think it may not air. I think they're going to finish it to see what it looks like. Could it be salvaged to air? And I think once it's done filming, I think they're going to have to scrap it. I don't even think they can chop this show up to give y'all what we need in Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think at this stage of the game, it's going to be so watered down. I mean, the most we have to look forward to is Kim Zolciak fighting her mortgage, not mortgage. That's the most we have, and she can't carry Real Housewives of Atlanta alone. I think she's coming on as a friend, but I think at this stage of the game, they can't bring her on as a housewife. So I think they have to bring her on as a friend. Um, they have to look to the past to save the show. They have to look to the past. Um, I'm sorry to say this, but Nene can save the show. Not this season, but Nene can save the show. Um, I heard that Nene was asked to come back and she declined. That's what I heard. Um, I think Phaedra can save the show, but I think the show would have to be wrapped around Phaedra, which is not the best thing, right? Because it makes women egotistical and they think they're the shit, and that's how the show falls apart. They're trying really fast to make it work, but somebody's coming in to handle Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I think they're going to be hands on every day at every shoot. And this is not Andy. This is somebody much more higher up. They're thinking the girls don't respect the filming or the show. Oh my God. Kenneth says, Miss Tracy, I heard the photo was Brittany, but the male genital was superimposed on the photo. The photo was from an event, and Kenya added the male genitalias. I can send to you if you would like it. Yes. Yes. Please send. I'm hot now. I'm hot. Well, didn't I have to string somewhere? Yes. Please send it to me. I need to see it. Please. Oh my God. I'm hot, guys. Oh, all right. Get the hair off my head. My God, people. Yes. Send it to me. Miss AC says, just cancel it. I'm over the fake drama. That wasn't the actual photo at the event, though. Hmm. Hi, Infinite. Grand Rising, Mother of Brats. I thought I saw you earlier, but you were on the prayer part earlier. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to get to see me some male genitalia. That is rare for me. All right, let's see. Listen, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. That is not cool. That's what she did? So it wasn't a poster, technically. On the poster said insurance fraud hold. Hi, Colton. Infinite. Let me see. How are you coming along? Let me know. Text me. That wasn't the actual photo at the event. So you know what photo he's talking about? SNG 777. Whatever it is. I mean, that's pretty graphic, Kenneth. That's revenge porn. All right. Do you have the picture, SNG? Who got the picture? Why is this so controversial? All right. In any case, a man is going to make the judgment call. I feel like he's got boots on the ground in Atlanta, some executive. The executive could be from Viacom, Paramount, I don't know. Um, but he's coming on to intimidate the women, but the women aren't intimidated. They're coming to be judged, they're coming to evaluate. They're hoping it brings rejuvenation where people change from their wicked, wicked ways. They're hoping for readjustment. Um, they're hoping that these women would break free from their old habits of annihilating each other. They're hoping to revitalize. They're hoping to have a clean slate. But as you sow, you reap. So when the judgment card comes up, in my hopes and fears, which isn't my, prominent position, a cycle is ending. Ah, well, I think that something was shown, right, to cause her to be suspended. So, what was shown? I want to know what was shown. That's pretty funny, though, Kenneth. All right. There's a man coming through to evaluate the situation. They will continue filming. How slow it may be, right? Right. They don't have real storylines. They don't have real gossip. Um, Now that Kenya's not there, Brittany has nothing to complain about, and they really don't want Brittany to talk about it, right? Um, there is said to have been a gag order that other people can't talk to Kenya, but motherfuckers, this ain't slavery. This ain't slavery. You can't just go around telling people who they can and cannot talk to. Like, shut up, Bravo, you weirdos. All right. Um, Somebody is leaving though. Other than Kenya, somebody is leaving. Somebody's not going to stay on the show. The value of this show is not worth it. Also, somebody's having an affair on the show, so that'll get exposed. I don't know if it's going to get exposed during the show, but it definitely will get exposed at some point because somebody's definitely having an affair. Um, yeah, yeah, a decision will be made to kill it. Kill the feed. Yep, a decision will ultimately be made to kill it. Um, I don't think it's going to air, everyone. That's the way I'm getting it. I think that they're acting like it's going to air. I feel like they're not telling people. They are trying to figure out whether or not there is something to salvage here. But I feel like why pay salaries and then not air it? So I think they're having limited uh, days of work, right? So I feel like if Drew Sidora worked 5 days a week, she's going to be working 2 to 1.5 days a week. But that's going to be everybody. They're going to really slow down production. I mean, um, these women are worth millions, and they're not about to give them the salary, but they may have to be obligated to some form of the contract, especially if some people had nothing to do with the reasons why they need to do what they do, right? So other lawsuits can come out of this. So I feel like they're going to complete the show. I feel like they're going to slow production down. I feel like they're going to not air it because there will absolutely be nothing to air. So I feel like once they finish filming, I feel like they're going to say there's a delay. Oh, I need my powder. There's a delay in bringing out this particular season 16, and I think ultimately they're going to say no, season 16 is being revealed this year. I feel like right now already they're trying to see what they can do with other channels or create a whole new concept that could replace the time frame for Real Housewives of Atlanta. But the tower shows up. I think at least three people are walking away. They don't need the money. And I feel like they're saying that Bravo doesn't do anything for their brand. And I think that's why they're going to be leaving. I feel like you're going to hear people say they made my brand worse, which means Bravo, more lawsuits can still come out of this because you don't walk into a space of Real Housewives of Atlanta to have your brand diminished. So more lawsuits can come out of this based upon this Kenya and Brittany drama. No, it's postponed till 2025 because they're filming right now. No, it's postponed already. That was decided before Kenya's mess. Now you're going to see it gets postponed again and then not air. See the difference? So it's going to get postponed from the air date, whenever that was, in 2025, which I feel like they would have aired it in February 2025. But now they're going to have another postponement date, and then they're going to say, we can't show the housewives. All right, something came out. I'm just going to allow it to work for me. That's as close as I'm going to get it. Upside down, child eternal. That's very interesting. Inability to grow up. This show has not matured and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others and physical security. So I watched Kenya's live, and all I heard was Kenya complaining about how starting this brick and mortar, which was dumb. That was dumb. This massive brick and mortar. Dumb. Dumbest thing ever. And how she can only be open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think, because she has to build up momentum. Also, on this live, we heard that Kenya is still married. She has not gotten a divorce yet. Thank you, T Dollar. T Dollar says because they really don't care. I honestly think producers think this is great for ratings. The people are talking. That's all they care about. Well, they're going to get sued left and right because these producers are kind of stupid, right? They're kind of stupid. They're basing this on black drama, but black drama goes raw. That's the problem with black drama, right? We don't play the soap opera game. We go raw. We go dirty. Look at Housewives of anything, Atlanta, Miami, New York, not Housewives, Basketball Wives. Like Basketball Wives gets dirty. I had to stop watching Basketball Wives because it could. I had to decide, was I that type of person to keep watching this? But we go dirty, we go raw. Look at the YouTube channels. Most of the YouTube channels are much more verbally graphic than white channels. And YouTube can't stand it about us, right? So I think when you underestimate a culture of people, and y'all think it's cute to placate us, but when we go left, we go left. You've been at family barbecues. You've been at family barbecues. So most of these producers have not been at family barbecues. They don't understand how black folks really get down and dirty. So, inability to grow up and be responsible. We have a lot of trauma in our history. I stopped watching when they got rid of that African queen OG. They got rid of OG? What? Because she was verbally and physically intimidating, but everybody kept coming for her. And she kept winning the argument. She did not come to play. What? They got rid of her? See, she probably went after Shawnee. She probably shut Shawnee down. But she was good. She was good. She shut shit down. She might have been intimidating, but y'all want to play cute. And she didn't play. Two different things. Oh, I didn't know they got rid of her. See, I'm glad. See, now that shows you I haven't been watching it. She was amazing. I loved her. Amazing. All right, Shadow. Uh, Shadow, whatever, has the inability to grow up and accept responsibility. Shows up in women as dependency on those who take charge of their physical security. Kenya, a consistent inability to be relied on and to accept the aging process. Kenya, now I said this before. I said Kenya's biggest problem is mama drama. Every woman she fights with has something internally in her that represents her mother. And she may never get over that. And I feel bad for her daughter. Because if Kenya doesn't recognize that that is what she is doing on a daily basis, she's going to attack her daughter someday. She doesn't recognize it. And now that I know that she's not divorced still, remember, guys, I told you her husband is going to get custody of that baby. But let me check it 100%. She shut down Shawnee? Oh, that must have been juicy. That must have been juicy. No, I think finding something that you like about her, I think is your job. No, no. Finding something endearing about Kenya Moore is your job, is all of our jobs. I choose not to. I do not like this woman. But please, if you find something, like spread the word, because I know someone like Kenya who can't see herself needs to hear why someone likes them. Yeah, I mean, she's only like 5 or 6 right now, but I'm going to see Sorry, Kenya, I'm going to see if you're going to lose custody of your baby, or at least change the percentage where Mark has more of the percentage after this debacle. But remember, guys, if Kenya loses some form of custody to her baby, that's history repeating itself. History always repeats itself unless you learn your lesson. Kenya knew that this was revenge porn. So if she loses her child from this, she didn't learn her lesson. Like, you came into the world where your mother threw you away like trash, and it was your job not to repeat that. And she keeps having problems with women who treat her like trash, which means the road that she was on was always going to make her lose her child. So if it's not this, which is extreme, it's going to be something else, because she's not learning her lesson. She needs counseling. She needs spiritual, regular counseling, spiritual counseling. And that means it takes a lot of work. So fuck a Kenya hair care. What about your soul? All right. So let's see again. Will she lose her child? Let me see what T Dollar says. I did not like everything Kenya has done and didn't like her first season, other than that Apollo situation. I honestly seen women come for her. She just would just take it to hell immediately. That's because she's disguised. She lives in hell. She disguises herself above ground. All right, let's see if she's going to lose her child. It's questionable, guys. It's questionable, right? Money is going to be the biggest problem. The fact that she is not working is going to be a problem. The lover's card, this little girl is going to get pulled again. This is the little girl in the middle. This is Kenya and Mark. Mark could wind up taking control, all right? There is a man here that's going to be very kind, very understanding, but somebody's lying to her. Is it Mark? Right? If things get so bad, or no, actually, at one of the visitations, he's not going to return the child. Um, I get her worried that the child could be plucked from out of her. I get her worried that that is a real possibility. I get, yes, guys, yes, the child will be removed from her. The child will be snuck away from her, right? During one of the visitations, Mark will not return the child. The child has to leave. And then there's another man here. I guess there's two men here. I don't know Mark's sign. Let me see. Kenya has been married to this man for 7 years. Oh shoot. That wasn't meant for you, Kenneth. That was meant for Google. August 12th. Oh Lord have mercy. Her husband is a Leo. This is not good. Her husband is a Leo. Have mercy. She wound up with a Leo man that probably used her status to get her, that probably agreed for her to have a baby to get her, and then left her because he thought he would be set with thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of alimony, and thousands 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 of child support. Now, if this man don't get the money that he came for by marrying her and making this baby, it's gonna get ugly. And he will take the child from Kenya. He will. And then he might even have his own lawsuit against Bravo producers, Endemol or True TV. I don't know who does it, for allowing Kenya to pull this off and ruin his income. Yep. Kenneth goes, I love me some Mark. I love me some Mark, but only for a good time. Uh-oh. I don't know, Kenya. Infinite says Mark is good for that child. She trolled Mark on the internet? Is he Trinidadian? Because I don't know how he managed not to get this divorce. I don't know what the delay was, but without a divorce, a real agreement is not withstanding. I need some water, guys. Hold on. Ooh. I need the fan on me, child. So, with all that being said, not good. Ooh, child, Kenya, you thought ugly. Mm-mm. This is going to be ugly. You're going to be fighting custody with this man. I'm going to tell you why you're going to be fighting custody with this man. Because Leos are lucky. Mark is going to get everything that he wants, which is why he hasn't gotten his divorce yet. Because part of not getting the divorce is good for a Leo. So he's been hoodwinking you the whole time. Damn, this is crazy. Oh, his background is Trinidadian. He's a chef. Does he work though? I don't know, child. Yeah, because he's lucky Leo. Right, T Dollar? Him being a Leo makes so much sense. Male Leos are dirty. Oh my God. I have never heard a good thing about a male Leo. Oh my God. And they're great actors too. They know how to romance. You get under a Leo, you are trapped. a Leo male, you are trapped because he's a male Leo. I've never heard a good thing about, not one good thing. Not as a sun sign. I have not as a sun sign. I've never. Ah, oh my God. Oh no 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 no. There's no such thing as winning in a custody battle. Nope. Don't ever say that. Mm-mm. You win. You know how you win in a custody battle? When you have sole and legal custody. That's when you win. That's when the father cannot have any input on your child's medical care or education or how you travel with that child. When my son was, I don't know how old he was, I think 7, my son was 7, and the divorce papers came in, I never asked for this. I don't even know how I got it. Lucky Leo. My paper said sole and legal custody. He had visitation. He had visitation. I never kept him. Kept my son from his father. He saw his father every weekend, but that paperwork was gold, golden. And so when I had to relocate with my son, although he did take me to court, the divorce papers made it stand. I said I have to leave for work. The divorce papers made it stand. Sole and legal custody. There's no way she has sole custody and that divorce did not go through. There's no way. You can't get me to believe that. Mm-mm. Nope. You can't get me to believe that as a male Leo, he is not going to see his child. Nope. I know they had some changes because he insisted that that little girl not appear on TV, and I know she won to get him on to get her on TV. And besides that, you can't believe anything Kenya says. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, guys. There isn't really any co-parenting because there really hasn't been any visitation. Not zero, but few. It's up to Brooklyn's dad to make the effort to see her, and it just hasn't happened a lot in the last 3 years. I'm a single mom, she said jokingly. I know somebody out there trying to make me a two-time single mom. Where you at? What? So, the way I see it, he's going to catch revenge again, and he does get visits, just not a lot, according to this article, by his accord. I believe that he is going to ask for visitation and then not return the child. That's the way I see it. Right. I just read that. Thank you, T. Dollar. Mark doesn't show care about the child as other children. People are really that shadow. Yeah. Kenya, as the big right age, fumbled a bag that would help her retirement funds. Yep. She did fumble this. She fumbled it because she has child eternal issues, right? She's still dealing with mommy drama. Well, I think there are some eggs reserved. Uh, and I think that's what she was saying, that she wanted another child, but he's not giving permission. He's not letting her use. If the eggs are fertilized, he's not going to let her use it. And if it's just sperm that they have, he's not going to let her use it under no circumstances. What? I see her living in her 8-year-old self. I think she still watches cartoons. Maybe, maybe. Oh my God. I got tired just that quick. Do you want a final outcome on this custody battle, or are you guys good? Because, let me make sure I got everybody. Hi, Colton. All right, I think I got everybody's comments. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something. Remember that hmm, soy sauce that I told you I ate? I don't know if you could see my neck. Do you see the bruising on my neck? Right underneath my chin is bruising. Let me see. Where did I see the? I felt it. It's bruising on my neck right now. Not so much over here, but here, down here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Just taking a little bit made right here all itchy, right? And right, yeah, it is right here. Right here, it's uh, it has like a shadow to it, and I know you guys can't tell because you guys right here, I think it's heat rash. I'm hoping it's heat rash, but I'm puffy right here, and that's from just taking a little bit of the soy soy sauce amino acid bullshit chicken. And if I would have eaten the whole thing, my eyes would be like slits like this. My eyes would be puffy. My whole neck would be black. There's a rash on my neck, but I can't tell if it's heat rash or if it's the amino acid. So I'm just like waiting. And now I have to find a herb, which I will tell you that will cleanse my blood. I have to find a herb that will cleanse my blood. Sorry. I don't know if it's oregano that I should use, but it literally, I have to find a herb that literally will revitalize my red blood cells. Because this, I don't know if you guys can see it. Are you turning it up enough? Why does that thing go dark all the time, Kenneth? Let me see if you guys can you see it right there? That's and the darkness right here. This is all rough right here. This is what the amino acids will do to me, or soy sauce. So I've spent the whole weekend just putting powder on it because I don't have medicine to put on it. So I just put powder on it to minimize the itching. That's my food allergies. You have great skin. I done got these heat pumps from this summer. Do you got heat pumps too? I get I get a heat rash right here. So this is starting to like do something. Every time you see me touch, it's a heat rash, right? Um, okay, final outcome. Okay, yes, we want it. Yes, please, final outcome. Okay, I see her. Okay, yes. All right, all right. I didn't even see you guys say that. Let me just pull some more cards to see. She definitely, I get a resounding yes, she's going to lose custody of her child. So we're just going to look at that. She's also going to take it to the public to see, to get sympathy. So we will definitely know about this. Hi. Um, in a weird kind of way, if she starts to go into a custody battle with Mark, that's when you're going to see her get pregnant again. It's almost like her child could be disposed. It's almost like her child could be disposable, right? She's almost going to say, "Well, if I lose Brooklyn, I'll just make another child." Like her mentality is crazy. She may have some trouble getting pregnant though, but with persistence, she could get a boy here. I also see the possibility of her getting married again. I see her getting married to a white guy. Yeah. All right, guys. Hibiscus? I have hibiscus here. Thank you, Tiffany. I'll definitely drink some hibiscus. Should I put some oregano, hibiscus, and oregano? I have hibiscus though. So I'll just go ahead and make some hibiscus, right? Because it's red, right? All right. Thank you, sweetie. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I don't think you should be scared for Brooklyn to be with Mark. I would be scared that Brooklyn is with Kenya. Kenya has female issues. One day she's going to look at her daughter like a female and not like her own blood relative. And I have many clients that mothers will turn on their own daughters, forgetting that their daughter is their daughter. And I feel like Kenya's going to be one of those people. Totally forget that her daughter is her ace and turn on her. Watch. It's going to be around, I was going to say it's going to be around 14, but I think it could be younger, like around 9 or 10. Watch. Oh, I'm sorry. But unless, right, the only thing that could change that is if she decides to get regular counseling and spiritual counseling. If she ventures into spiritual counseling, you can't make a mistake in your adult life. You just can't. But without counseling of any kind, she's going to walk herself into some major personality issues with her daughter because she's not coming out of her mommy issues. All right, let's put it this way. How many, because y'all can't seem to realize, how many people do y'all know that are men that have mommy issues and they can't get over it? Think about it. How many of y'all have been with men that have mommy issues? That's Kenya. It's no different for men or women. When you have mommy issues, you just have mommy issues. And the only way to clear mommy issues is to go to counseling. And that's God's honest truth. Interesting. That's a good point. Incognito says this reminds me of North and Kim Kardashian. Right. I think the difference is between North and Kim Kardashian is Kenya will not let her daughter outshine her, much like Kenya's mother. Hold on. Kenya says her mother has never spoken to her. Her real mother is Patricia Moore. And Kenya's 53 now. Be careful, Kenya, that you want to make a child at 53. I'm saying it can't be done, but you might wind up with a special needs child. So, I can't see me bringing a child in this world and turning on that child if I already experienced that with my family. And also because it's insane to me. I agree. I think what happens in a black family, at least, is that we wind up getting pregnant, not thinking initially, I've got the worst mom in the world and I'm not bringing a child into this world, especially with um, Kenya's age bracket, right? So Kenya's age bracket is similar to mine, right? She's just 9 years younger than me, right? And at the time, we did not have the concept of not continuing toxic family drama. And sometimes that means not giving birth. That means cutting the line down to never appear on earth again, right? But at some point, even with family toxic drama, you know, your body begins to tell your mind, I need a baby. And that overrides anything that your family trauma could have done to you. My thing is, if you have family trauma, try not to buy a Bentley. Try not to have a mortgage. Try to live a simpler life and use that money on counseling. And when you are healed and healthy, emotionally, physically, spiritually, then enjoy the wealth of life. But when you go after everything other than education, I think everyone should go after their education. But other than the education, all of the monies should be spent on counseling so that you don't pick pathetic men, right? I posted something today. Oh, I don't have my thing here. I love the way I'm never prepared. I posted something today. Let me see, it's a short. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Let me know. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Let me know. I wrote a post that said the other day the women lost their minds. I said, heal the boy in him and the man you want will show up. A divine, feminine, wise woman, her presence can heal him. They thought I said do something. I didn't say do. I said be. I wrote a post that said the other day the women lost their minds. I said, heal the boy in him and the man you want will show up. A divine, feminine, wise woman, her presence can heal him. They thought I said do something. I didn't say do. I said be. The key word here was a wise woman can heal him. A wise woman has to be over 60 because she's only wise, not intellectual. She's wise to the world. So that is nothing a young woman can help in a mate. But the boy can go to counseling. So I put here, don't do this. Send him back to his mother and then call me a psychic. But stop trying to heal anyone that's out there. Kenya cannot be healed unless she decides to go to counseling. And it's not a year's worth, it's 20 years worth. And if she doesn't go to counseling, she could turn on her own daughter. Because this type of woman says, you rejected me, right? It's the rejection that makes her bring somebody to hell. She's a borderline narcissist and she's unsafe, especially when you don't know that you're unsafe. That's the worst part. So that's why I would say go to counseling. Sometimes when I give my readings, I'm a little harsh, but I'm a little harsh because you don't get to use the session to be heard the way you want to be heard, right? I know when I'm being used. And so I'll nip it. I'll be like, nope, 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 don't want to hear it. Nope. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stop reverting backwards to an emotional space that makes you feel good. Some people love to complain. Some people love to cry. Some people love to constantly go over all the damage that a boyfriend has done to them. They live on that. And I'm like, snap out of it. Come back to reality. The problem is this It's the relationship that you're in. Now, you have a choice. You can make some concessions to get out and readjust your life, or you could stay in it. But nothing about this is going to change. So be careful what you love to do. If you love to keep talking about your relationship because that's what makes you feel good, or that helps you to tell people, I got a man, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you. But we have to graduate you, right? Emotional immaturity, right? Child eternal. We have to graduate you to emotionally accepting that you're in a bad situation. Once you at least get there, that you are in a bad situation, then you can decide whether or not that is something you want to stay in. But remember, at some point, staying in is a choice. At some point. And I'm not talking about abuse, right? Abuse is a whole nother dichotomy. I'm not talking about abuse. I'm talking about normal relationships where someone cheats on you constantly. Did anybody see Love Island season 5 with KK and Keenan? And no matter what Keenan did to KK, KK took him back. He emotionally abused her on live TV in such a subtle way. It was so subtle. And he would say, well, then shut up then. And she would shut up. I know exactly the way this relationship is going to go in the future. He's going to bully her, he's going to intimidate her, and she's going to keep taking him back because she needs counseling and because she has mama uh, issues. She has issues with her mother. We have to learn from those that hurt us. It's easier said than done. It is because we don't have the tools, which is why you go to counseling. Once you get counseling, either regular or spiritual, you begin to develop strength. You begin to recognize your poor choices. You begin to recognize how you let people treat you. And you slowly begin to understand that you have every right to stick up for yourself. Hi, Tracy, just tuned in. I believe that Kenya's mom. No. What? Ugh. I don't think so. I never felt that. I never felt that. I never felt that. You are my counselor. Aww. Oh, look at T Dollar. I could never trust my mother, really. But I don't see myself bringing in a child and treating that child how she did to me. That's literally insane to me. I understand that. But don't be afraid to bring in a child. Just get counseling. Don't even talk about bringing a child. Get counseling. Don't worry about the child in the future. You're the future. Get counseling. Oh, yeah. I come from a toxic family. I'm really surprised at how toxic my family is. Um, and not everyone is toxic. Not everyone is, but the umbrella of the family is toxic. But again, it's okay if your mommy issues do come into play. It's years and years of history. Get counseling. So you hear the running theme here: counseling, counseling, counseling. That's the running theme. Get some counseling. Oh, by the way, 121 people, that's pretty high for the morning show. Um, by the way, I am, along with Jason, doing a mentoring course. It'll be for 6 months. It'll be for uh, once a month. And so if you want to be a part of the mentoring course, contact me at tracybrownlive@gmail. That's the first thing. The second thing is we're doing a course for children, but you have to know that your child or children has the gift. Okay? You have to already know this. We're not going to develop a child that didn't know they have the gift. You have to already see it in your child. So if your child has the gift, contact me, tracybrownlive@gmail. If you want to join the mentoring program, um, tracybrownlive@gmail. Both are going to be amazing. So get on board. All right. And this will be spiritual development, spiritual counseling, spiritual development. So come on board, guys. If you want to elevate and vibrate higher. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't, that's kind of, no, no, I don't know if I agree with that, but I, I accept. I mean, again, T Dollar, this is about spiritual development. You know, this is about spiritual growth. The questions that you're asking, seriously, at this stage of the game, it becomes low vibrational, right? Because we're going to have to learn to vibrate higher when there's toxicity issues in a family. You just have to, but you have to learn that, right? So I don't want you to stay in a place where you're saying, my family should be in jail. That's not true. Nobody should be in jail. I'm pretty sure your family needed some counseling and it wasn't offered in Black communities. So it's offered in your day and age. So in your day and age, counseling or spiritual counseling, get it, get it, so that you could live a healthy existence. All right. And you're absolutely not the problem, but get counseling so that you stay above not being a problem. Does that make sense? All right, guys. Well, that turned into a counseling session, huh? I love you guys. And I love you. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, wait. Call me for your own personal reading. Text me 213, book me 213-458-7408. Bye, guys. Good. Thank you for getting it, T Dollar. And the only thing I want you to get is counseling. It will save your emotional life. It's a beautiful experience. All right, guys. I love you all. Take it easy. Bye.
Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to